What's up? What's up, everyone?
Hey, everybody. How's it going? It is Wednesday evening, 9:30-ish.
Yeah.
To our open bar homies.
Nice. Very nice.
So
I'm just talking about.
I'd say they watched so we could run, but I'm not running. So
No, Zach is not running. You want to tell him what happened, Zach?
Yeah. I had to my OCD wouldn't let me have just the scar on my left knee. So I had to tear my right patella tendon to bring balance to the force.
Yeah, can't just have one scarred knee. You have to have them on.
No.
You have to have the scars on
No.
both. It makes perfect sense. And he had some like 20-year-old who was talking smack. So he's like, "Watch this," and he goes like a killer crossover.
So I will tell you, and he's a bed, so he won't hear this. But Harrison came to watch the game on Sunday, and so it was like, okay, I got it because he's never seen me play. And so I went after it a little harder than I probably should have. And I had 6 points in the first 6 minutes, and I was going for my 8th, and I hit that crossover, knocked my defender down, went in the lane, went to jump, and there was no jump. And I knew it felt exactly the same as I'd done it before. It just popped, and it feels like a Charlie horse. Like it didn't hurt, which is weird because it's a pretty big tendon, but you can't move your leg when it happens because that's what attaches your quad down to your lower leg. So that was it. So here I am. I feel bad. We missed the hootenanny last night because I didn't get home from surgery until like 10:15. So, but we'll run it back next week. I promise.
We'll dock you for that. We'll dock you.
We'll dock you.
A pay cut.
Yes, and very R.I.P. to Zach's right patellar tendon.
Yeah, not good. I'm basically Will Dissly and Jimmy Graham all at once right now. So,
man,
that sounds like
you'll be healed up like you.
Little white mamba.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The idea is PT will have me moving well enough and bending my knee well enough to get on the plane for Orlando and hopefully driving by Canton. So.
Okay.
What's your left leg though, right?
Nope, it's my right one. My left one was 14 years ago. Yeah.
All right.
Don't do that. Don't say hopefully in there. What?
I mean, we're still going to Canton. We just have to figure out how modes of transportation. But the idea is, Russ, I'll be back and going, and I'm pretty faithful with my PT. So
I'll fly you down here, and then I'll fly us out there. I ain't driving it.
I love driving.
I do too.
Well, first of all, I hate driving, but also my wife hates me driving. Not that she thinks I'm a bad driver. She's just like something bad's going to happen while I'm driving.
Yeah.
So, like that.
Hey, look at that.
She's one of those brake lights a mile in front of you, slow down types, or
she's a gasper. She
yeah. For me, I used to drive 100 miles a day for work. I love driving, but don't get too much anymore. Just
like I could not pry the Fantasy Cares jet out of Ryan McDowell's fingers if I tried. That man, that dude goes to McDonald's. He takes the Fantasy Cares jet.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. I'm driving my son down to, well, it sounds like one of his traveling tournaments this year is in Branson, Missouri. And we looked at flights, and that's so expensive. So we're probably just going to drive down, which is like 9-10 hours. But it's going to be 2 days because my wife's back cannot take 10 hours in the car. I don't know that mine can, honestly, anymore.
See that? Steady as a rock. But this is my shooting hand. Scammers.
Nice. Yeah, Zach was just telling us. I was telling him how I'm eating my my quesadillas with the fried cheese on the outside and pepperoni and stuff on the inside. And Zach was telling us how because of his injury, he was eating like applesauce cups. And what did you have?
Yeah, that was last night. Last night after surgery, I had an applesauce cup, a strawberry yogurt, and then 2 of the tin peeled top orange juices. It was great, fantastic, highly recommended.
You and Callan have the same thing.
Yeah,
because that's all he'll eat.
Donuts. The donuts just so I couldn't eat all day yesterday pre-op.
And you didn't get to the hospital till 2:00.
They didn't. Yeah, well, they didn't know when they were going to put me in. So the surgeon, she was fantastic, but she said, I want to get this done Tuesday. I met with her on Monday. She said, I want to get it done Tuesday because the longer it goes, the more that atrophies, the harder it is to get everything back together the way it should be. Mm-hmm. And so she said, I've got a full day on Tuesday, but I will get you in at some point. So be on standby. You can't eat from midnight until the surgery. I'm like, great. And so like I didn't get over there until 2:30. I didn't get into surgery until almost 5.
Oh my God, I'd be such a cranky head.
So it was like, and like, I mean, we got there. I had applesauce and some yogurt, but.
So Frank wants to hear more about this quesadilla with pepperoni.
I don't blame it.
I mean, it's exactly what you think it is. It's a quesadilla, but then you also throw a pepperoni in there, and then I fry the outsides with cheese.
Oh.
So it's pretty much exactly
Zach after midnight. Zach is a gremlin, confirmed.
Absolutely.
My drink tonight is an old fashioned. You see the orange and the cherry in there. An old fashioned made with Weller Special Reserve, which is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, grilled cheese with pepperoni. That's same thing, pretty much. Yeah. Anything with pepperoni is usually pretty good.
Very similar, yeah.
See, I'm lazy. I just went straight whiskey in a glass. I put ice in it.
It's not lazy. That's my normal drink. I'm down with it. I love it.
And it's just Maker's Mark. Someone got me this bottle's because they're like rectangular squares. It's like literally like this freaking big of a bottle, and I don't drink very often. So like I've had this bottle for years.
Oh man.
So now that it's like, all right, well, you know what? Scott drinks every Wednesday. I'm going to bring a drink with me every Wednesday and get through this freaking bottle.
It's the one night I drink.
Same. So many questions. Does the pepperoni replace the chicken? What kind of cheese is inside or outside? He could ask 100 questions.
Wow.
Well, tonight it did. Tonight it did replace the chicken, yes. And the cheese varies. It varies depending on what we have and what I want to use. Tonight I have like a 5-blend Mexican cheese.
Okay.
On the inside and outside, but yeah.
I like to get something that has for some reason provolone to me like really caramelizes well.
Yep.
So
I love provolone.
Yeah.
I'm all out. I'm all out from my last cheesesteak scenario.
I've got some in the fridge, and you could beat me there from where you are.
Pizzadilla.
Yeah.
You have some marinara sauce to dip in?
I do. Sometimes I'll put the marinara, I'll paste the inside of the quesadilla with the marinara sauce, and sometimes I just dip it, but yeah.
If you've never been to the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky as a long weekend trip, it is so worth it.
I have not. I could do it and go hang out with Ryan.
Yeah, take the jet.
Maybe you can get the keys back.
5-blend in this economy? Look, When you work for a charity, you make the big bucks. That's the way it works.
Yeah, that's how you bring in money.
That's how you bring in money. You work for a charity, and he could get, he chose not to use the 6 blend. He keeps that for special occasions. We're all on this wavelength, Frank. I mean,
it's the cheese budget.
Pizzadilla.
What are you going to do?
So, did you eat anything good today in protest of starving yesterday, Zach?
Well, so my wife has been doing. She's on a sourdough. Somebody gave her a sourdough starter, so she's been making bread. And so I had a chicken thigh, like crispy skin chicken thigh sandwich on the sourdough with provolone and pickles.
Nice.
That was pretty good. And then boiled dinner for dinner. So
sounds good. It feels like a lot of people are doing sour. Like it feels like sourdough had
it's a rebirth. Yeah.
It felt like it had a rebirth like at the start of COVID when people were in their houses a lot, and it feels like then it tailed off. Now there's another jump of it. Yeah. Which I'm all for because I will eat all the sourdough.
Absolutely. She made one with a mix in of lemon and blueberry. Like yesterday, it smelled so good and I couldn't eat. So I had 2 pieces when I got home last night from surgery.
I know that's supposed to be a good flavor combination, but I just hate lemon so much.
Just the zest though. You don't get it's not the full on like sour. The zest is
zest.
Yeah.
So you're eating potpourri.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're eating the pith, the skin.
Yep.
But
yeah, I'm with this as we
sourdough. Yes, crispy chicken. Yes, provolone. Yes, pickle. Hot stinky dinosaur dunk.
That's in the fall. Because there's only a certain time of year where at least 1 or 2 of the cheeses are even available. Like that's when they're in season. So we'll buy a couple cheeses for like $70 to $100. I talked about it on here, I believe. I'm pretty sure when
that's why, because that was also the joke about aging your 6 blend cheese in the Fantasy Cares cheese cellar.
The cheese budget.
Yeah. No, it's pretty normal cheeses around here. We have a really good habanero cheese. I love that we get pretty much year round. But the really expensive cheeses, it's just that one time a year.
If he dares bring up football, you could bring up anything. That's literally the point of this. What do you guys want DK Metcalf on the Patriots?
That's fine. I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but like, you need an awful lot more. I think before you worry about the receiving core, which you do need to worry about, you got to worry about your offensive line.
Well, they came out and they said that they will have a number 1 wide receiver by the time the season comes around.
Here's what I think they need to do. I think they need to sign Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, and I want to see Aaron Rodgers as a Patriot. And I think he should wear number 12, just to cement the number 12 legacy in New England. And this is me reading again.
I don't see anyone else wearing number 12 ever.
I'm not even sure Rodgers is good enough to quarterback a CFL team at this point. That's second, the XFL type leagues. Can he play in that? Is that fine?
It's so wild to me that teams are still like even entertain. Like the Giants had been thinking. I know they're not going to now, but they there were a couple of days when the rumor was, oh, maybe the Giants are interested. I'm like, how do teams look at him?
I can't imagine any team is legitimately interested.
Yeah, and like he's not the same guy who can run around and make magic. I mean, he's had the Achilles injury. He's not like, and he is such a diva and such a distraction. Like, how do you look at that and go, oh yeah, that's a good idea?
That's who we want.
I mean, maybe if you're the Browns, but I can't see anybody like that's just a wild idea.
He's not going to mentor. He's not going to
No,
be a locker room guy.
no, he's
Zach
not going to
Wilson
be
did
good.
better than Rodgers
Yeah.
did for the Jets. I mean,
DK and Adams to the Chargers. DK in that powder blue jersey, and Frank keeps bringing this up that he would dye his hair the powder blue to match the jersey.
Like that, you imagine a deep ball receiver that can actually catch the ball paired with Herbert. Oh, I know.
Stupid
He's on the
franchise
tag.
tag.
Yeah. No. We're back in the car again.
I wanted an answer. I didn't want to have to wait another year. Like, they better sign him long term. He better not be playing this year on the tag.
Yeah.
Well, first it
They
would be
can tag him another time, can't they? Or is this the first?
No,
one?
this is the second time that that you could tag him.
They can still trade him on the tag too.
Yes.
Like and they can negotiate long term. Like the tag is just to make sure he's still there.
But it's like, I think like 24 million the tag for him. So like, good for him. That's a crap load of money.
Yeah.
If he does play on the tag, but I'm sure he would also still rather have a long-term contract regardless of where it is. And I'm almost at the point is I don't care where it is anymore. Just give me an answer that's not just a 1 year answer.
I mean, this is an interesting comparable, Scampers, considering Darnold's were the two worst games he played in years, basically. And he went 400 some yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in his last 2 games. Rodgers went 387 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Like, congratulations on being better than Darnold, slightly better than Darnold's worst 2 games. Good job, Rodgers. Oh, it's gross. Rodgers is gross.
Reaction to the Cena heel turn?
Oh.
So I wasn't shocked by it. My son was jumping up and down and stuff, but I had thought it was going to be Cody. I basically told Ian one of them had to turn heel for this to work at WrestleMania, and it was Cena, not Cody. So,
is it easily explained what Cena did to turn heel?
He just turned into a bad guy. He beat up Cody at, like The Rock basically signaled for him to beat up Cody. So Cody Rhodes.
So why does that make him the bad guy? I mean, maybe Cody did something.
Because The Rock was trying to get Cody to steal his soul or whatever, to buy his soul, and Cody's been a face for quite a while, and yeah, The Rock is not considered a face right now, and The Rock is kind of the boss of the company because he's a partner in the company that owns WWE. So, like, I don't know, he's playing the big bad boss, and he basically got Cena to beat up Cody. So they're both bad guys now, and Cody's a face still. But Cena hasn't been a face for like 20 years. Or a heel for like 20 years, not since Thugonomics. So
is he still just like John Cena, or did he pull like a Hollywood Hogan kind of thing?
No, he's still John Cena. I found it funny, and I saw this, and I haven't confirmed it, but I saw this all over that a day or two later, because John Cena holds the record for most Make-A-Wishes. WWE went to trademark Break-A-Wish, which I'm like, oh, they're really digging in. But I don't know that that's true, but I thought that was funny. Yeah, Eckert, final boss. The Rock goes by the final boss now, but yeah.
Yeah, Lockett got released, so Rocket to the Rams or Chargers would also be great. Lockett could go anywhere, and it'll be great.
I hope so. He was a shell of himself last year. But
Bob Harris will have nobody joining the Chargers who will slow the roll of child prodigy Ladidi McConkey.
I mean, here's the thing: nobody can. Lad McConkey is too good. Nobody can come in and take that from him. Bob. I love Bob. I haven't seen Bob in way, way too long. Way too long. Feels like it's been 7 months.
Well, less than 5 to go.
I mean, what is that? What would that be? A trade? I don't think are the Bengals franchise him just to trade him. Like, is that the idea here?
Sign and trade. You could tag and trade.
I
But
suppose.
T and JSN on one team, even though it would be, I would need a better quarterback there for me to. Joey Wright has thoughts.
See, is your consideration that Roman Reigns is the first because he did the 3 for the Reigns Cody thing, but Reigns didn't do anything, and then he did 2 for Cena's clear heel turn. I'm not even convinced it's 3 people. It might just be a countdown of 3 acts. 3 acts, 3 parts. But maybe it is Roman, Cena, and then a third guy. I'm truly not sure. They're keeping us on our Yeah, The Rock could be number 1. Could be. Or final boss.
This is a good question. Does Cena have to wear black jorts now that he's a heel? To really signify that he's a bad guy, you have to wear black now?
Yeah, I mean, black with red or black and white.
I do feel, yeah, Joey, I feel that's possible. It's very possible. Being Heyman is the guy that Punk. He might own there's a favor to be owed still in that situation. But if it's Roman, Punk, Heyman, there's a nice, interesting. Did you hear wrestling talk and you came in to talk about what you think the men is? Can you see this?
Oh yeah, I've mentioned it to you a lot of times. Were you the one who brought it up?
No, I didn't. I don't think I did. I think the chat did.
Yeah, I told you about like 5 days ago when Cena. There was more.
We're talking about what we think the third will be, the final one.
When Cena turns heel, there'd be 2 more. When Cena turned heel, I noticed that. I remember The Rock.
Well, yeah, they know the 3, 2, 1.
He did the 3,
yeah.
And then he did 2 at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. What do you think the last
my original prediction was, there's 2 more, right?
He did the 3 with Roman and Cody in the ring. Then he did the 2. All right.
Wait, I'm so confused now. But, yeah.
Get your thoughts together.
I heard that after the show on last SmackDown, so the TV didn't see it, but the people at the show, Solo Sikoa, came at Cody Rhodes. Samoan spiked him, everything. Attacked Cody. I've had a really good feeling about Solo being the last one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep. It'd be great for a rivalry with maybe Jacob Fatu. And
yeah, I can see Solo and Jacob going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also had Jay being one of them. I think that'd be an absolutely awesome.
He's got his thing with Gunther.
Yeah.
But
I don't think Jay's winning. I think Sandy's gonna screw Jay over.
This became wrestling show all of a sudden.
I love it. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm all in.
Yeah. We got like 9 to 12 inches of snow here last night. And it's going to be 40s, 50s, and 60s the next like 4 or 5 plus days. So it's going to be gone soon. But man, that was heck to shovel out, because the last time we had a big snowfall, I snowblowed my driveway, and on the last pass, my snowblower broke.
Oh,
and I'm like, this sucks, but at least the timing's okay. Like, it's probably not going to snow again. And then we had arguably our biggest snowfall of the winter, one of them. So we had to shovel it all by hand, but that's fine. Good workout. It was a good workout.
I don't know who Orange Cassidy is, but
I think he's in AEW. I think I might be wrong.
blue denim jorts.
We're all Ian. We're all. I think he was saying confused. I think we're all a little bit like, what is going to happen here? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Oh boy. You guys know what that means. That means this is coming up, right? Did someone delete it?
My God, is that D. Joey Wright's music?
we need walk-up music for Joey Wright. Garage trivia will be coming up with Joey Wright. Woo!
No, that was mean.
Before Joey Wright gets here, I thought I had it in here. I did have it in here. I want to remind people to go to fantasycares.org/classic. You can't click here to play, as the screen says. I don't think touching your screen is going to do anything.
Let me try.
But we have 250 spots available. That's it. It's a $10 entry into in partnership with Fantasy Golf Championships. $10 entry, and you can win an Xbox Series S with PGA 2K25, which just came out last week. And there's some fishbowl spots, and if you like golf at all, $10 to possibly win some of that stuff is pretty awesome. So jump on over there. 100% of the proceeds come to Fantasy Cares, which is awesome. So we fill that thing, we get $2,500, and we're going to do a lot of good with it. So if you like golf at all, go jump over there. And then
is the kind of thing you need to know about golf to do?
You pick one golfer each week. So maybe
just go right down the rankings.
I pull the graphic off, and here's
you could put him on a wheel, Russ. You could actually put him on a wheel and just have the wheel pick them for you every week.
I do like using wheels. It's been a while.
That's your buddy Joey.
Oh, is that a
Hey, the Joey, right?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
hey?
You got Ian still wants to do that wrestling show with you that you keep ducking him for.
I'm not ducking him. He asked for so much money to be able to do the show with him. And I'm like, I don't have the money, Ian. I'm sorry.
He's worth the money to do.
You can pay him in cheese, I hear, in that house.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a nod.
There you go.
Ian loves his cheese.
They like their cheddar.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. No, we definitely need to do a WrestleMania show leading up to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
We're gonna come on for Trivia Night Live for WrestleMania version.
I know with Froton, and we're gonna tell Froton to just chill. He just needs to
That's gonna
bring
be
it down a
tough.
notch.
I talk to Froton
No.
nearly on the daily now, and that we got some exciting stuff coming with Froton. So
Froton is man, what a force of nature.
yeah.
Actually, the day I met Froton was at Expo at at the what's the karaoke bar?
Jose's.
Jose's Landing. Yes. So before I even got there, Eric was wearing a beautiful Bobby Eaton shirt, which was a wrestler in the 70s and 80s and a little bit in the 90s. And nobody knew who that was. And everyone kept saying, there's going to be a guy that's going to be here in a little bit who's going to know who that is. I walk into Jose's Landing and I'm just, surveying the place. And I see this guy in a shirt and I cross the bar and I'm just like, is that a beautiful Bobby Eaton shirt? And in that moment, Eric Froton and I became best friends. It was just like that. So yeah,
he's
like, and everyone's like, "We told you." But yeah, he is incredible. He's got some great wrestling stories about some stuff he saw that I'm sure he'll tell on Trivia Night Live that night.
He's got enough energy for all of us on screen.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure he sleeps.
Nope.
Sleeping's optional, anyways.
For you, yeah. For me, no. Did I miss something? Is there a reason you'd be wearing a Ray Finkel jersey today?
I bought it, and I've always wanted
found
one.
it.
Yep. Our good friend Steven Johnson hooked me up with a company and to get one made, and they did a great job for how much I paid for it.
Yep.
Let's say that. So, and I was excited. Yeah, it'll be my house jersey that I wear around the house, and Yeah, it's great. I'm excited.
I mean, you gotta wear it on camera too, right?
I'll probably find a reason to wear it for a Trivia Night Live.
Yeah, boy.
You get a Fishbowl Live draft.
Or a SFB live. That'd be
Nice.
good.
What did I say? Fishbowl Live? Yeah, SFB. Joey using the wrong terminology. All right.
He's just so ready for trivia that he doesn't know.
Oh,
what he's
no, I
saying.
didn't mean to put it up. I'm sorry. There's a
Oh.
weird thing that happens when I do the Wednesday. It just automatically goes up.
Right.
That's what it does. It's so annoying. I agree.
There's probably
You
a
almost
way
have to-
to change that, but
What was
I
that?
don't know if any of us are smart enough.
We're gonna do trivia.
Yeah, it's good.
5 questions of trivia, and Joey creates
What's
a different thing for it each week, and we never know what's coming. That's
I'm just
kind of
waiting
the
for my
special
graphic.
magic that is.
There it is.
Really right.
I needed to see it before I put it up. All right. Everybody get your cell phones out. I will make that QR code so much bigger so you can scan it, or you can go to kahoot.it and enter that code 457828.
Sit here. Are we allowed to play along?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'm already playing. I wasn't asking or waiting.
Mm-hmm. We did institute the 1 win a month rule last week on Trivia Night Live, and there was not many groans and complaints about that. Something else that happened, there was lots of complaints about. And your stunning host is in the doghouse for at least another week. So, because I put the wrong answer to a question, and everyone let me know about it. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, 5 questions. This week's theme of Garage Trivia is, I thought long and hard, guys, and I needed to come up with something very good. It is garages. That is the theme of this week. 5 trivia questions about garages.
Garage trivia.
It is garage
trivia. Pulling garages. I love it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It's only one minute.
Yeah, I do think just the way Punk is coming so hard about how Cena and Rock are, everything that he's not, and it's just like, okay, yeah, so it's going to be you. He's going to join up with them. Kind of the old guard versus the new guard. I don't know.
My only problem with that is it feels like he's got, and maybe it ends with the steel cage next week, the Rollins thing, but the Rollins thing is just building up. That I think that it's Rollins Punk at Mania or something else.
I think it's Rollins Punk Roman.
Rollins Punk Roman.
I think Roman's going to do something with this match next week, 100%.
Joey, was it you where I made a Digstown reference on social media and you were the only person that got it?
Probably.
I feel like.
How many? We got 7 people in there ready to play some. Yeah,
people said they weren't seeing the shared screen. That's why I took it down and put it back up. And I put the game pin in the chat, so hopefully we'll get another few people.
Yeah.
Wonder why people aren't seeing the screen.
We'll give them another second.
Strange.
Yeah, we plenty of time.
See it.
Yeah, we'll leave that up. I will say we have fantasycares.org/classic. Go join the golf thing. But also coming up, we are a little over a week away from Selection Sunday. A week and 4 days away from Selection Sunday. So NCAA bracket time will come up. We're gonna have a contest for that as well. So if you like your college basketball, I will be in the women's bracket because I actually know players and teams in that.
Yeah.
And Cooper
Don't forget
Flash.
fantasycares.org/pin.
That pin is really nice.
fantasycares.org/pin. You can go. Your donation can get you thank you of this amazing SFB 14 pin of a certain company's logo.
Yes.
That does a lot of trading pins.
That does a lot of pin trading. There you go.
Oh,
nice.
I tell you, I was making the advertisement for it, and I couldn't find the pins. Like I went to go take a photo of the pins to put in there, and sure enough, went up to my kids' room, and they both had them in their trading pins.
I just threw it
My
somewhere
old-
and I lost it.
My oldest daughter just got into pin trading.
Yeah. Actually, Bosch's kids got my kids into it. They gave Bosch's son gave my daughter a couple to get her started,
that's nice.
and they have gotten really into it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that pin's gone forever. I put it down on the table. It went. Nope, I found it. I stepped on it. Ow.
That's a way to find them.
All right. So let me beat everyone at garage trivia.
All right, let's move over. Are we moving over to trivia?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and
I
kick
know
it
who
off.
I'm in for. Oh, Ian, we're kicking it off.
Yep, I'll be there in a sec.
All right.
Garages
3, 2,
with a possessive apostrophe.
I don't know. Car and Driver magazine named this brand's
Ooh.
secure garage door opener the best overall garage door opener of 2024. Was it Chamberlain, Lift Daddy, Grunt, or Summer?
Ooh,
Garage door opener. Is
I
named the
think
best.
it's one of two. There's two of them that I think it could be.
Well, I think I got an answer now. We can kind of make it out on the photo.
Oh crap! Can you? Oh. 6
Yep.
people coming in with Chamberlain. That is the correct answer. Let's take a look at the scoreboard.
More
Joey right, too.
importantly, is Lift Daddy a real company?
Oh,
or
it doesn't show.
No.
It doesn't show Joyride 2 Garage Boogaloo. Dang it!
No. So we got 2 people tied at the
Cuts it off.
Steve F is kind of like the not even like the shoeless Joe Jackson of garage or of just trivia in general. He is competing every week for us. Love seeing him in there. Dame overboard. I don't know. Maybe let me see if I can reduce my screen size. Maybe that'll help.
Frank, if you scroll up, the game pin is in the chat, so you can still join in even though you missed a question.
Yeah, we'll hold on a second for you, Frank, before we go to the next question. Give you a little time.
So wait, did you answer me? Is Lift Daddy a real company, or did you make that up?
No, I made that up. Yeah. Well, Lift Daddy is a real company, but it's not garage doors. No, I don't know. If that's true or not. Sorry, Ian. Okay,
That's
so
the nickname.
Peter Harriet
Friend you met.
just said Joey Bosa just released by Chargers. Is that true?
What? What?
Peter Harriet would not lie to us.
I mean,
I think Peter Harriet would lie to us.
if he was
Ian,
released,
where's
I
his
wonder if
phone? Is he
something
in
happened
position?
with him.
Let's see if I have any spam notification.
All right. So I think did we give Frank enough time to hop in there?
Yeah, we did.
All right, let's go to the next question. Question number 2. Due to the torsion spring, what is the average lifespan of a garage door? Is it 7 years, 10 years, 13 years, or 16 years?
Have you ever heard one of those snap? It's terrifying.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure if I've heard one snap. I probably haven't then, but I've had them snap twice in my life. But I must not have heard the snap.
I mean, because not only does it snap, but it also slams down the whole garage door too.
Oh wow.
And like if you have like
Right.
glass, if like the olden ones with like the wood garage doors, the glass will shatter, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a
So
loud sound because of
my youngest has a healthy obsession.
who is an obsession with what?
What?
Scott started talking about someone with.
Oh, I was going to let you finish talking, but my 7-year-old, he I turn the garage door to lift up. Like when we go to school, he has to go around my car to the other side. He will stand there and wait for it to get all the way to the top before going around because he doesn't want it to fall down on him.
I watch too much cartoons, and I'm still afraid of something hooking me and lifting me up off the floor, even though I know that's not physically possible.
No, I mean, in Scream, like the doggy door
Ian
in
is
Scream.
confirming Joey both.
Yes,
Has been released.
Yeah. Just
I'm
ingrained
Ian
in my
has
brain.
confirmed.
place
Joey
tied
Bosa
with not Russ.
is released.
So Joey Bosa was released.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bosa
Ian
was
confirmed
released.
it over here. So.
That makes me wonder if we're going to find out something else tomorrow. Oh.
That he
We'll see.
requested it internally.
Probably. All right. Let's go to the next question. Let's look at the leaderboard, though, first. There's been no shake-up at the top. Oh, Joey Wright 2, Electric Boogaloo in first place. Bit of a commanding lead there.
Garage door Boogaloo. Thank you very much.
Garage door Boogaloo. Sorry about that. Badkins with the nice little hairstyle there. All right. Let's go to the next question. Question 3 of 5. The word garage comes from the French word garer, which means what? An extension of the home, 2 breads, storage, or a place to keep horses. The word garage comes from the French word garer.
From French. Where is she? What's a garer, honey?
No cheating. No, don't answer him.
I mean,
I've already
speed
answered
does
on that.
count.
You already answered.
No. I like to educate a little bit with the trivia. We're all going to learn.
What's a garer in French?
Like G-A-R-E-R.
Yeah.
Gare.
Garer?
Is it something?
Yes.
To guard something, shelter something.
To shelter or guard something.
It is derived from the word that means a place to keep horses. So like a barn. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. This is what the internet told me today. And the internet would not lie.
Would not.
So,
She says
people got that
garer
right.
means to shelter or something.
That's
It was about what garage derived from. But garage can also derive from that.
Joey Wright 2 has the answer streak of 3 in a row. They are just running away with this. Dame Overboard coming up there, though.
This feels like that first night of trivia.
Yeah.
I love Lazy Dame Ova.
Dame just gave up halfway with the name.
Dame Ova. Too long.
You can absolutely go ahead. Guess whatever you want.
All right, let's go to the next one. The penultimate
Ian's
question.
stealing the phone from me.
And what year did C.J. Johnson invent the first upward lifting garage door? Was it 1911, 1921, 1931, or 1941? And I picked the wrong image because she's not lifting that garage up at all.
Is not at all. But I can
Going
see
to
why
the
you thought it
side.
was. Because there is.
Yeah, you really did. That's a terrible image for that.
Oh gosh.
So, where would you want Joey Bosa to land?
On his feet.
Yeah.
He'll go to Cleveland after they trade Myles Garrett away.
And then Myles Garrett will go to the Chargers. Just a straight up
All
swap.
right. I don't even know what the right answer is. Oh, yeah, 1921. So 4 people got that one right. That one's a little tough.
Pure guess, but I
They're
got
all a
one
little
right
tough.
finally.
Joey Wright, too, is just, but brain burst. Moving up. Getting
We got
close,
that
guys.
one wrong, actually.
You did? Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
anybody's game
we
now.
didn't discuss quickly.
Scope's popping up into the top 5. Love to see that.
Ooh.
Okay, here comes the last question. This is a little bit of the Mandela effect here on this one.
Oh boy.
During a typical opening credits sequence of The Simpsons, how does Homer usually find the garage door? Open, closed, he drives through it, or it's missing? You've seen the intro hundreds of times, but how is that garage door when Homer gets there?
Did I get it right?
It's one of these two. But I think it's this one.
I went to my Simpsons aficionado, Jay Felicio, before the show, and I asked him. He got it right, but he definitely had to think on it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm 89% sure I know what it is. Ian guessed, but
I got it wrong.
We watched various openings just to make sure that we had a good grasp on it.
He drives through it.
No, why was that click? The correct answer is open.
Yeah.
the correct answer is open. That's the one I told Ian it was.
Oh. I accidentally got it right, I guess.
Joseph.
This happened last night too, where the wrong answer went up, and I double checked before the show. We need to.
I love
look at
how it's on a
Kahoot.
question where you're like, we checked. Not only did we
Yeah.
check, we double checked.
We did. Well, the correct answer is
I think it should count.
It's open, but I think you're going to anyway, Scott. And the winner
Well,
is
only because we got the last answer wrong, but we got it right.
Yeah, we accidentally got it.
So I think Dame is probably the winner then. Give it to
Good job, Dame.
because we definitely got it wrong. Nice job, Dame.
Okay, let me go look in the Kahoot library now.
I agree. I agree with this. We are all winners.
Yes, Greg.
Yes.
Absolutely. Speaking of we're all winners, I still can't believe we won Fantasy Sports Business of the Year. That's ridiculous to me. It doesn't even make sense logically. It's incredible what
Sure it does.
us
We're
as
awesome.
a team of community have done. Just incredible. So Joey, with you on, can I put you on the spot briefly? I will actually put the whole show on the spot and the chat on the spot.
I'm putting the system.
Whoever
on
wants to chime in first is free to chime in first. Because I came to the show with 2 questions that would put people on the spot. And since you're here, the first one is, if you can have a movie prop from any movie, any prop, which one is it? I mean, we can go Batmobile or DeLorean, or you can go the Soul Box from Pulp Fiction. You can do the Power Glove from the Wizard. You can
The Wizard.
like.
Can I have a minute? Because you're asking me the entire history of cinema.
I think people need a minute on this. I just thought, what would you want? Would it be like a fake gauntlet from the Avengers movies, the Power Gauntlet, whatever? I don't know. Oh, wow. That one actually came up in the chat. Look at that right there. I think Frank wants the real one with the actual power.
Wow.
That's my guess. But it's a
deep
prop.
cut, Dame. Deep cut, and I love it. I love Paul. It's such a good movie.
It's probably between 2 things for me. It's the first one that came to my mind is the idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like, that would just be really cool.
Well,
to have
that'd
sitting
be
in
good.
your house. But the briefcase from
I
Pulp
don't
Fiction
think Denzel is a prop fan.
would be good. I don't know. I'm gonna think more.
I
the
just
idol
watched,
from Raiders is good.
I watched Princess
Yeah.
Bride yesterday, so Inigo Montoya's sword came into my mind. I'd put that on the wall, like right above the
that
fireplace.
would be good too. Do you have one?
Mm.
You thinking of it? Yeah.
What?
I didn't know if you were thinking of a prop from a movie that you.
Does it need to
the
be
VFX
real?
from
'Cause,
Rad.
like,
This is
my brain
that's
keeps going to things from Who Framed Roger
Skateboard
Rabbit.
from
but
Game of
usually
the Cube.
cartoons.
the ham radio from Pump Up the Volume.
Like a working hoverboard.
Oh, a hoverboard from Back to the
Yeah,
Future.
I mean, like a real lightsaber, that'd be pretty cool.
Is E.T. considered a prop?
No,
That's
because there was a
really
person.
good question. I don't
The
think
bike
so.
with the basket from E.T. would be good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of things I would display.
Yeah, you'd almost
Frank, you shut up.
This
Paul
is
is
a
not
good one.
bad. Paul is just amazing. Well, they make the red stapler.
Yeah, you can get that.
That wasn't a towel, it was a scarf.
Hmm. I'd want the Reg. Same movie.
Yeah, I mean, the Batmobile from like some of the newer movies, that'd be pretty cool.
I see
Yeah.
Greg is
Yeah, that
saying
would
the
be-
globe that Bowie holds in the labyrinth is always. I'd like the cod piece that he has in the labyrinth.
Oh, there's no
That's what I-
cod piece. That's all David Bowie.
A working
Do
iron.
you ever
Oh, no. I got it. I got it. For
I
me,
very specifically have said prop. It's prop. It's not working.
It's
the gauntlet
it's
does
the
not work.
It's a typewriter from The Shining. That's what I would want.
Oh, that is a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
like
really
with
good
the
one.
paper in there. Yeah, that's my prop. The typewriter from The Shining.
That's a good one.
Did you ever
That's a
see the
good one.
video of how they did the marble balancing from Labyrinth? How they actually
No.
did the crystal ball? Because
No.
it's real. That's someone doing that, but it's
Oh,
someone. David Bowie is literally standing like this, and some guy put his arms through David Bowie's armpits and does it for him. So like he had to do it without seeing what he was doing. It is hilarious to watch, and apparently that guy hated doing it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I really like Labyrinth. So
Joey's going to think about this, and he's going to bring it up on Trivia Night Live Monday night,
Ghostbusters.
9 p.m. Eastern, on this very channel next week.
I would just sit here all night and just say things like the ship from Life Aquatic. I want that.
The
Okay, we just say
Ghostbuster
stuff.
mobile there. What do they call the Ghostbuster mobile?
Ecto 1.
Echo
Echo
One.
One.
Yes.
So
Ecto One. Yeah.
Ecto 1 would be cool.
Brick killed a guy. Yeah, you should probably lay low for a while.
The I owned the Waffle House in Hollywood, Florida. He actually had the 1960 Batmobile.
Ooh,
That's pretty cool.
interesting.
And he would drive it up and he'd park it there on Sunday mornings for everyone to look at.
That's awesome of them.
That was
Dorothy's ruby slippers would be. Those are at the Smithsonian. I've seen those, but that's like an iconic thing.
What about,
they
like-
get lost for like a long time? And
Like John Hammond's
what about what's
cane.
that?
I said John Hammond's cane
Oh,
with
That's
the
really
amber with the
good.
mosquito.
Such a good one.
Yeah.
Spare no expense.
with the amber.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. Let me know when you want me to ask the second question, because I saw this question the other day as I was watching Full Swing, and this got in my atmosphere, and I thought that's an interesting question. I wonder what people would think, but let me know if you want the second question.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it, because we're gonna keep thinking of these answers anyway.
Yeah, that's probably true. Do you think you could win the Masters
No.
if you started on the green for every hole
No.
and everybody else had to start at the tee?
Not at all.
Yes. Yes.
I probably couldn't, but that would be the only way that I could. Like my short game is okay. Everything else is garbage.
My everything is garbage.
If I can 3-putt every hole, then
And I believe the qualifier was between 50 and 100 feet from the hole on the green.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Absolutely not.
Bob what
For
that
every-
means, like how far away on the green he needs to be, because
so
you put us normies more than 20 feet away and we're screwed anyway. But Bob knows what
Yeah.
he's doing.
But you got, I mean, you're 3-putting.
yeah, I mean, you 3-putt, that's fine. That's 3-putt. That's a great score. You're
Bob,
Well,
you've
like-
equal in
played
the
on
par fives.
Yeah.
You've played on courses where they have the fans underneath the greens that pull the moisture out. Have you ever putted on one of those?
I have not.
I imagine you have.
I don't believe.
Oh,
Maybe I have. I've
have you played any of
plenty-
the TPC courses?
Yeah, TBC.
Okay,
Sawgrass,
they all
I
have
played,
them.
Yeah.
Okay, you play because that's the one I played, Sawgrass. If they have the fans on, they suck the moisture out, and it truly is like putting on a garage floor.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. I don't think I could do it, and I've played golf for a lot of years. You played a lot more than I have, so but I personally couldn't do it. There's someone that play. How long have you played?
Since I can remember. I mean, since I was in diapers, there's pictures of me playing.
I imagine you could do it.
I say
I feel like-
Bob's legit. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
the rest-
think
All
I
right,
It's funny
could.
because like, you just know the answer is yes, because right away Bob's just like, yeah. And for Bob to show
Let's
that
pull
confidence,
back.
you know the answer is yes.
Let's pull back. You start on the green every hole, Masters. Can you make the cut? Can you get to Sunday?
Yeah,
Well, technically Saturday, but
we're
I
looking
feel
at
like
like
I
about
could 4 or 5 putt at least all of them, and maybe get a couple of them in 3 if necessary.
Oh, if you 4 or 5, you're gonna be around even if you're making 4 or 5 and a couple threes. So
Are you
you're gonna
giving me
make
a
the cut.
practice? Are you giving me a practice round?
Yes, that's definitely needed because
I mean,
have
you can practice
golf
round the
club
day
in-
before, sure.
You can practice all
Okay,
you
cool.
want on the day before. Yeah, go ahead. Go to the putting green.
Just to get used to how fast those greens are. Then I think, okay, maybe I can make the cut.
I'm gonna combine the two questions. Can I use Happy Gilmore's hockey stick putter?
Mhm.
Yes,
You're
I
not
love
going to
it.
be able to do it.
I love the
Just
combination.
Tap it in.
Just tap it.
All this talk
Took it to your
reminds
home.
me.
You took it to your home.
It just reminds me, if you go to fantasycares.org/classic, you can join a $10 one and done golf
Beautiful.
tournament. Only 250 entries. You can win an Xbox Series S with PGA 2K25. So anyway,
Beautiful. What a segue.
I did not do that on purpose, but it worked out. So the family went to Costco today. And I have two stories related to this. One, the wife was eyeing an e-bike, and they're normally really expensive, but they were really cheap at Costco. Do any of you have an e-bike? Kids with e-bikes? What are your thoughts on e-bikes?
What is an
And the
e-bike?
second is electric bike. Like you pedal, but it charges it and stuff, so that it can become motorized for like up hills and stuff.
That's interesting. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's an electric bike. You can pedal and ride it like normal, but that pedaling also charges the battery on it, so that when you don't feel like pedaling, you can just basically drive it like a bike. But they're like $500, and she was looking at them. The second somewhat related story is, how they always have NBA Jam at like the NBA Jam at the Costco's. Ian, do you want to tell them about your discovery this week at school?
It wasn't. I've played NBA
I know.
Jam before.
So him and his friend were like during free time or whatever, were basically other kids were taking up other things, so they were forced to go on this older TV or whatever and play old NBA Jam. And he discovered and realized this might be the greatest basketball game ever.
Ever.
And I'm like, yes, we know this. My 12-year-old and his 12-year-old friend at school were forced to play the old version of NBA Jam and realize, holy crap, this might be the best NBA game ever, which I thought was pretty awesome that they found it and realized it. What team did you play with?
I was playing as the Heat.
The Heat?
With
Morning and Hardaway.
Wait.
So is the newer version. Okay. Never mind. This is the newer version.
Oh.
Newer as in LeBron and Dwayne Wade on the Heat, but
Well, we also
Oh, that's
played
far
the
too
old
new.
one.
you played the old one? You played the old one too?
Yeah.
Who'd you play on the old one?
What do you mean?
Which players?
Oh, I played as the Lakers.
Okay. Who would you have?
What?
Who were your players?
Yeah,
Who are my players?
Van Exel and
Divock? Was it Divock?
probably.
Vlade
Probably
Divock getting that one.
I think
Might have been Worthy. Might have been
That
still there,
that
too.
also reminds me that I think he was. I don't think he was in Jam. Yeah, if someone remembers who was the Lakers, then I'm pretty sure Divock was one of them.
Yeah.
But
Was it James Worthy?
Stampers knows
No.
this.
Definitely Van Exel.
I don't think it was. That's what Bob said, but I didn't think it was. Maybe it was. But Scampers knows this. Dame knows this. But Trophy Smack, LA Live, they have an NBA Jam, an old NBA Jam arcade machine there,
Nice.
which Ian played when he went out to it.
See.
I think
Joey,
my team was
you've
the
never been to LA Live, right?
I've never been
Jails.
to Los Angeles.
So the Suns had
I-
Barkley and Nash.
See, I always,
Hornets
Marley.
was the Utah
Larry
Jazz
Johnson
guys,
and
like the
Muggsy
Stockton
Bogues.
and Karl Malone.
I always played with the Spurs because it was Sean Elliott and David Robinson.
Zach, you're not going to believe me. I went to Simon Gruneveld's wedding last weekend
Yep.
in San
I
Antonio
believe you.
and ran into David Robinson.
I
Nice.
believe it. You did.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Wife and I were walking back
That's
from getting
awesome.
barbecue. Bumped right into him.
I
Like,
bought
literally?
two of his boys.
didn't see him? He was like-
McDonald's one year.
No, I was just like, that's no way that I'm in San Antonio and that's David Robinson right there. It's the Admiral. Like, geez. My wife had no idea who he was.
It's the Admiral, babe. It's the
I told
Admiral.
her.
I remember playing a lot as Charlotte and a lot as Orlando because I think
Lucky
Orlando
Larry
is
Bogues
Johnson.
and Larry
Like-
Johnson.
no, it was like Scott. It was 3D.
It was
Scott whatever, the
Skiles.
3-point shooter.
Yeah.
And Nick
Scott Skiles
Anderson.
and Shaq.
Scott. And then Charlotte, I was Larry Johnson. You know, like the
Mhm.
Charlotte duo was really good in that. I remember. There's nothing cooler than a Charlotte Hornets starter jacket from the 90s. That's-
You were so
About
cool.
as
if
cool
you
as
had
Except
one of those.
maybe a San Jose Sharks one.
No,
I was not cool. I had a
Oh, I
Georgetown
loved
Hoyas
Penny.
one
I
from
loved
Martins.
You know which one I
loved
had?
Penny.
that was-
I love that team. That Orlando team was so good. I love Penny Hardaway so much.
Penny's my
brother
favorite
loved
player
Penny Hardaway
when
too.
I was young.
So I had a
Loved him.
what is it? The Minnesota. Is it Falcons? Coach, the
Timberwolves.
team from Coach. The team from Coach. Minnesota.
Minnesota State.
Minnesota
Screaming
State.
Eagles, I believe. Minnesota
Screaming-
State
yes,
Screaming
I
Eagles.
had I had their starter jacket.
something like that.
They were selling them at the starter
Nice.
in
Nice.
West Hartford or something like that, and I got one. It was purple and orange. It
Man,
was really
this
cool.
would be this we have legitimately behind the scenes talked about this, by the way, Frank. We have legitimately had serious talks about this. Trust me, we've had talks about it.
Yeah. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. Yes.
Bob, how long have we talked about an SFB starter jacket?
It's gotten heavy the last couple of months. But yeah,
Yeah,
we're talking
it's
about
been many months, but it's been we've had some really strong recent talks.
Dikembe Mutombo and Ellis. What was his first name before he changed his? Didn't he change his name to?
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was. Yeah, Starks and Ewing.
Starks and Ewing.
Mhm.
Was the Nets new enough to have? Was it Jason Kidd?
Google
And,
No, you said
uh,
Petrovic was in it.
Drazen
That's-
Petrovic?
That's awesome. Petrovic was in it. Now I'm just looking at starter jackets.
Yeah, with
Oh,
the
yeah.
awesome Velcro fanny pack pocket.
Yeah.
You can hide anything in there.
So while we're briefly on basketball, I'm at this weird stage. So Ian plays traveling basketball, travel around, do basketball tournaments, and there's parents on it, right? And the traveling basketball team it's the area, but it's different schools in the area. Like many of the kids on his team are different schools. And the end of the season has hit this year. There's like this after season party. It's done. They just had their state, tournament. And I'm thinking about, like, I've spent the whole season talking and hanging out and chatting with these parents, and I'm thinking to myself, is this it? Like, half these parents I might never ever see again. That's so weird as an adult to make a new friend, which just doesn't happen as an adult. And then the season's over, and they're probably going to be on different teams next year. I made friends as an adult, and then it's just over. Like,
Wait,
I'm not even sure how to.
Unless you
like,
start a
are there
league.
people in the chat that
Let's
have
say-
dealt with this?
You got to start an AAU team.
Yeah, unless you start a fantasy league that they want to play in,
I just don't know how it works. How if I'm supposed to try to keep these, newly found somewhat friendships, but are they only friendships because our kids play together in a league thing? Like I don't know the protocol here. I'm pretty sure this might be the protocol, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, see, that's the thing. Are we friends outside of our kids playing the same basketball team together? Or were we just friendly the whole time? Like, I don't know how it works.
Well,
I'm
you
going
can
to guess by
your kids
the
together.
silence on the show, none of you have dealt with this.
No, my kids don't
what was
do
that?
organized anything. So,
Yeah,
but you can
Harrison
still get your
isn't old
kids
enough.
together. Go bring them to a park and shoot some hoops. See how that goes. See how that if that like because you try to set it up. If they don't want to hang out, they'll just back out at the last second. Then you don't have to worry about it again.
I'll teach you. Don't make friends at those games.
Yeah, don't talk to people. That's the
Don't
lesson.
talk to people. It never turns out good.
Yeah, you want the furthest seat up in the back of the bleachers. A, so you can lean up against the back wall, but B, so there's nobody else around.
Phone in hand.
No,
Yeah.
here's the problem.
Look busy,
Those are the
bud.
prime spots at traveling tournaments. That's like the premier spot. That's where everybody goes. We are, as you know, like the average age you start having kids is getting older and older. Like everybody's in their like late 30s, mid 40s, whatever. Everybody is trying to find that backrest.
Just wanged my knee.
You did what to your knee?
I wanged it.
I'm sorry, Russ.
Shut up, Zach. My pain is real. Just because you have more doesn't diminish my pain.
No, I don't have any pain yet. I still have the nerve blocker. I get my
Still
femoral
going
nerve
strong?
blocker
Good
going.
for you.
Yeah, I can feel my foot again, but
That's a
I can't
start.
feel anything. Yeah, like
I
mid
think-
thigh and below, I can't feel anything.
I think the design on the drapes on the curtains behind you is the design on my comforter.
Oh yeah,
Very similar, if not the same.
you're
thing.
going to be
That-
100% surprised. I did
that
not
actually
have
is
anything to do with
comforter.
picking it out.
I did not pick it
Zach
up.
stole it.
Yeah, I did. Last time I was down.
I mean, Zach has been
Match
here,
the
so he
bed
could have
sheets.
stolen my comforter. Wait,
Frank
hold
says,
on. We have an answer.
Yeah.
From watching my parents do this, if they live in the neighborhood, you can be friendly. If they are far away for whatever reason, then you are just bleacher friends, as my dad would call it.
single season friends.
Yeah. We live in the Twin Cities in suburbs. Like that's nobody's technically in the neighborhood, but we have people bike riding distance away, but they go to different schools. So I don't know. Well, Jamie's bike riding distance, but he goes to a different school.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Have any of you ever done a yes day with your kids? Like the movie Yes Day, like where you say yes to almost everything with a few guidelines to your kids. So they get to, ask you stuff and have a full fun day.
My kids tried to pull that on me, but the thing is, I don't say no to them enough in the first place that they deserve a yes day.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
But we've watched the movie many times.
This is so true. Yeah. Malcolm, my 7-year-old, had really, after watching the movie a couple times in a row, as 7-year-olds do, really, really wanted one. So last weekend? We were like, okay, sure. and we said yes to like 3 things, and he was completely content. But I was wondering if people actually do this.
I mean, my kids basically had one this weekend.
People actually do it.
My wife,
You know, your friends.
my wife was away for the last 4 days. She was at Capitol Hill, and literally whatever they want to do. They played video games all day Sunday.
My son plays video games all day, every day, anyway.
They don't get to usually do that. So they've almost beat the Incredibles Lego game.
Is that tough? I actually don't even know if that's,
I have no idea.
I know
I have no idea. It's
the
Legos
Avengers game is.
Yeah, it's the
Malcolm
same. They're all the same. They're all about the same.
They're usually fun.
The Lego Avengers game we got it, and I thought it was actually decently tough.
It's tough to figure out where to go.
We never finished it, but Malcolm, that's the thing. That was exactly the thing. We weren't sure what to do. But Malcolm has beaten 3 or 4 Zelda games. He's beaten a bunch of Mario games, Peach games, whatever.
Could you send Malcolm over to my house to help me with Breath of the Wild? Because I'm still struggling.
Malcolm beat Breath of the Wild. He's halfway through the Tears of the Kingdom. And he kind of got a little bored because he's having a little trouble. So he went back and restarted Breath of the Wild, and he wants to beat it again.
My son is the kind of person who sits there with his phone next to him. How do you beat this part? How do you beat this part?
I'm playing Echoes of Wisdom?
Right now? Yeah. Mac beat that before I did. It was. I really like that one. One thing with Mac playing the Zelda games, and I guess you'll understand this, Joey, because you play Breath of the Wild and that stuff. But so like sometimes I will go on his account and just farm because I enjoy farming, and I know that he uses materials very inefficiently and just uses them all the time. So every once in a while, I will go on his account and just farm. I'll farm parts. I'll farm
sweet.
Food. Farm weapons. I'll just go get him stuff. So he logs it. He's like, "Did you get this for me, Daddy? I love you, Daddy." Like, yeah, I figured you might need a couple extra. I went and beat a couple Lionels for you. Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, I have to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's my time. The wife gave me the look. So not that look. Just like come to bed.
She came into the garage to give you that look, so you better go.
She came into my dwelling.
I'm the opposite, Greg. I love farming. I absolutely love it. That's why I do it on his account, because I love it. Yes, Joey, you go.
He's gone. He didn't wait to say goodbye.
I'll talk to him tomorrow.
I'm going to be
farming is my favorite. I enjoy farming so much.
I don't know. I watch Nolan. I don't know why he's like, "Daddy, you want to come and watch me play this game?" Sure. Okay. So I sit there while he plays. I'm playing on my phone while it happens, but like they're insanely entertaining to watch happen, but I've never seen him farm anything. So I don't know. Oof. I'm also not that nice that I would help him play his games. Just more like whenever he's like, "Hey, Dad, you want to play some Smash?" I'm like, "Yeah, I will Smash Bros right now and just need to make sure I keep winning," which still happens most of the time. No one won't play me in Mario Kart anymore, though.
Yeah.
He's learned. He calls Mario Kart boring now, which means he just loses to me all the time.
There's another.
I get that.
Bob
I feel like that.
What was that?
I said, "But you can bring the game system." I said, "We'll Mario Kart and Ken."
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, I feel like that's the way it is with Mario Kart. Our age still crushes. Even the new Mario Karts, our age, some reason just destroys Mario Kart to this day. Doesn't matter.
Because we were there from the beginning.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I was playing Dr. Mario, the original, on the Nintendo, was it online there, and my kids are like, "This game's stupid."
My
Learn to
mom
play.
was even obsessed with
only
Dr. Mario.
My wife is.
Like my mom used to steal our Game
I
Boy.
enjoyed
Of course,
it.
she bought them for us, but she would steal our Game Boy for hours on end and play Dr. Mario.
I have fond memories of things like Dr. Mario, playing that in college. We I have a very distinct memory of one of our in college. At one point, our college dorm room, we had a couch and we put the other couch up on a platform, so we had stadium seating couches towards the TV for a while, playing video games with people, GoldenEye and Mario Kart and Dr. Mario
Madden tournaments.
and NHL 94. Even though it was a few years past 94, we were still playing NHL 94 because you cannot
It was
top
the
that.
best one.
Oh God, those were the times.
Did you guys
Yeah.
see?
I don't even, to this day, as I think about it, I don't know how we got the couches in there. That's what you do in college.
Did you guys see in Canton, like it was
Let's Zach
probably
talk. Yeah.
in like 3 years ago, there was a table that they had set up, one of the presenters, and they had Tecmo Bowl, and you had to tackle them. They were using Bo Jackson or Barry Sanders, and you had to tackle them. They got 4 downs to score.
Yep,
And I was
I
like,
remember.
were you, Russ, were you with me, or was it Kyle that was with? Because I beat him.
You beat him. I was there.
And yeah, and he was like, how'd you do? I was like, we used to play all the time when I was in college, and I would always be going the wrong way. I would always be, because if I was going the right way, it wasn't fair. And so like I played so many times going the way that the computer would play if you're just playing one player. I was like, I got you. I'm going to win.
There literally was no hesitation in his voice. He's like, I'm gonna go beat this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he was, and he was like, who do you want to play with? I said, you pick my team. Like, I don't care. I got you.
That's awesome. I don't think I played enough backyard baseball, but I really don't remember the home run derby too much for some reason. I remember playing Ken Griffey Jr. home run derby all the time though.
Oh, but Steve, yeah, Steve with Baseball Stars, where you climb up the wall.
Yep.
You hit A at the right time, and you
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, I think we're about ready. We're an hour and 20 in. It's 9:51. 51 in a worse time zone. So we can
One last reminder of what we've got going on.
I mean, I suppose we can. We got pins. Do we have a banner for the pins?
Maybe the one exists, but I don't know if we have it on here.
There's a pin right there. FantasyCares.org/pin. If you want a pin, FantasyCares.org/pin. FantasyCares.org/classic. If you want to play in the golf thing and try to win an Xbox Series S. And then we have the NCAA Fantasy Cares. Yay. Coming up, we got NCAA something or other. Brackets coming up soon enough. We're working on some things with that. So we're not ready to announce that yet. But we're, Selection Sunday is a week and a half away. So we got some time. So those are coming up. That's all I got. That's all I got, I think.
Yeah, that's
Bob,
that's
you got
it.
anything? Zach, you got anything? Russ, you got anything?
No. I guess that's it. Thank you, everyone, for taking some time out of your Wednesday evenings to come and hang with us about absolutely nothing, just some fun, silly talk. Sorry, Greggles, we did not give a pin away today. We will absolutely, because all of a sudden it's an hour and 10 minutes into the show, and it felt a little too late to give everyone away. But we will give away a pin early next week. Early next week, we will give a pin away. I promise. But otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you Monday for Trivia Night Live. If Zach is up for it, Tuesday for the Illuminati.
We'll be here. Wide receivers part 2.
That gives me some extra time to listen to Wide Receivers Part 1 because I still haven't listened to it. And next Wednesday for another Hangouts. So until then, bye, everybody.